Hey contractors, I'm sure right now you're probably hearing a lot of people say that you're way too expensive. What I want to do in this video is walk through 3 levers within the business that you can pull before you drop your prices and give in. Let's jump in. So we were just at a conference for contractors called Contractor Sales Academy event, and there was a couple there, and what they were dealing with was they feel guilty actually charging what they need to survive. So every single project that they take on, if they don't lose money, they barely break even. Okay, so you don't need to be dropping your prices. You need to do one of these 3 things or a combination of them all. So let me go ahead and start off. Let us change our mindsets and our value around what it is that we're doing. Let me give you an example. So we've got 2 different painting companies here. All right, both out of Boston. One is focused very specifically on their end user and their customer. The other one is very focused on themselves. All right, so let me show you the breakdown of the 2. So it says Boston's #1 painting service company. Everything that they talk about is them, right? We provide a full range of this. Our Boston painters are top quality. All these things about them, and guess what people don't care about? They don't care about you. We need to be talking about the homeowners themselves. And when we do that, the value that we provide is very different. Right now, Boston's #1 painting service company, or Stanley Painting, what they're selling is a commodity. Just saying, hey, yeah, we're the best at painting. Okay? So people are going to come in and say, oh, you're a painter. I just want you to paint. That's all they want to do. And guess what? That is a race to the bottom. Now, on the flip side with Sherwood, what they're providing is protect your home's exterior so you can enjoy it longer, which is security within their own home because their home's not going to fall over or the siding's not going to tear away. All right, they've also got rooms that reflect your style and help you relax. So now we're not talking about paint. We're talking about ways that within your own home, not only do you feel that your home is being taken care of, but also you feel comfortable and confident in the home. They're selling 2 very different types of things. One is selling paint on the walls and telling you how good they are painting the walls. And the other one is selling the idea and the thought of, look, you can relax better in your home by changing up the style of the colors within it. So one of these is going to tie into the emotion of the homeowner, and one of them is going to tie into the wallet of the homeowner, which is a terrible place to be. When you can shift that, everything will change for you as far as what you're able to charge. The second big lever that you can pull is change the actual product that you're selling. And I don't mean go from, well, I don't want to do remodeling, let me go to something else. What I mean by that is, let me give you an example. We say, oh, for all the things that you are looking for, homeowner, that's going to cost $80, and they go, well, I only have $50. And instead of going, well, let's talk about what we can do for $50, we immediately jump into, well, you're too cheap. So think about what can you provide for $50,000. I'm not talking about cutting corners. What I'm talking about is what are those different levers within this big lever that we can pull. Maybe we can say, okay, great, based on what you're talking about, we can't do a very high-end countertop, but we can do a more basic countertop. It's still going to look good. However, it's not going to be the expensive material that we're talking about. On top of that, we're also not going to replace the floors. We're going to leave the floors the same, or we're just going to go ahead and just refinish the floors, not rip them out and install new ones. So you are able to update the product or change the product based on what the market, what most people want. Don't always immediately either drop your price going, well, okay, fine, but I'll give you a discount on the stuff, or say, well, we're not going to work together. You still need to be charging exactly what you're worth. It is not your obligation as the contractor to help the client find the money. That's on them. They're the ones coming to you wanting to update. And last but not least is changing up your clientele. Who are you going after? We all say we want to go after these high-end homeowners that make, $200,000 a year in income, but are we showing that? Let me give you an example. So we have what Steve Griggs does. The first line at the top next to this big image of a nice pool, it says a 5-star destination right in your backyard. All right, I talked to Steve. He sold a $250,000 project using this site. And essentially the way that he went about it was he told the person, hey, look, if you just want to get wet, go get a pool builder. But if you want a destination for your backyard, that you're gonna have grandkids come over, that's what we can help you out with. And the person went for a $250,000 pool. Change who you are targeting, change who you go after. If you really wanna go after high-end people, you need to figure out what they want. They don't just want a pool. They want a place for their kids to come hang out. When you charge very cheap prices, let's say for a pool, if you're charging 30, 40 grand for a pool, for a lot of people, that's gonna be like their life savings, okay? So the 30 grand on a pool, people are really gonna come after you and go, whoa, how are you gonna do this? And they're gonna be way more over your shoulder because this is everything that they got. But if you go very high end and say, look, our pool is like, it's $250,000 for a pool, you're going to get people that $250,000 is a significantly lower percentage of their overall worth than somebody that's spending 30 grand on a pool. Before you drop those prices and you squeeze your margins even thinner, pull one of those 3 levers. That's what you got to go for. All right. So if you want to learn more about this stuff and really dive deep, because we have tons of podcasts on mindset down below, we'll link it. Don't drop your prices. Figure out a way to make it happen while still making the money. Thank you.